Hi guys, Monique here. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Thanks for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be making 2 last minute Father's Day cards. It is the Saturday before Father's Day, and I have not done my cards yet. So, yeah, as I'm down to the wire, the time kind of got away from me, and I didn't realize I didn't have anything in my stash that I wanted to use. So it's time to make a card for my dad and a card for my husband. So I pulled what I had from my stash, and that's what we're gonna go with. This card is going to be made using lots of parts. I'm gonna do a tie, and I made the tie using my Cricut. I just went into Cricut design space, and I found a template, a cut file for a tie. We're gonna use that, and I don't need the full thing, so I'm gonna cut this one to look like this. I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like. So I did that with my Cricut, and this pattern paper is just pattern paper that was in my stash. I think this piece might have came as a leftover from a Simon Says stamp card kit, and this came from a paper pack that I got from Dollar General. So that's where those came from. And my cardstock is just Recollections cardstock from Michael, so it's very thin. So I'm gonna back it with this Nina Solar 80 pound, just because it's so thin. And I also backed the card. I also backed the scrapbook paper because it was also very thin. You don't have to do it when you make your card if you use this as a template for a card, if it inspires you at all. Since the scrapbook paper was very thin paper, I also backed it with 80 pound Nina Solar. I think it's 80 pound. I can't remember. So anyway, my cardstock stock pieces are the standard size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I have this piece is 2 inches by 5 1/2. This is going to be our shirt. And so I'm going to go ahead and start putting the cards together. Yeah, so I have a lot going on. And I just forgot that Father's Day was so close. And like I said, I didn't have anything in my stash that I could use for Father's Day. So I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Because I can't make cards and then not have a card for my dad and my husband, right? So it's like, it's time to use the Cricut. Time to pull out the Cricut. This tape runner, I don't know, guys. I love scrapbook.com, but I'm having an issue with this tape roller. This is where I got it from. It doesn't always work really well. So if you have any suggestions about tape runners, hit me up. Put it in the comments. If you know, or if you use a really good tape runner that you don't have any issues with. Like I say, scrapbook.com is awesome. I order from them all the time. And their previous tape roller I loved, but I ran out and they didn't make refills for it anymore. Guess they discontinued that particular one, and they have this new one that I'm not a huge fan of. And it could just be that I'm using it wrong as well. So, you know, that could be the case. All right, so I have that down. I'm gonna make both these cards at the same time. And let's see. Okay. once it gets rolling, it's fine. But when it gets stuck, it doesn't want to roll anymore. And so, yeah. So hit me up with any recommendations for tape runners. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm gonna, like I said, I'm putting my colored cardstock, I'm backing it with a heavier weight white cardstock, which is the Nina Solar 80 pound, because I have the Recollections cardstock and it's not very thick. And I brought the pack that had like all the colors, the big pack with all the colors, because I didn't have a lot of colors. Most of the cardstock I had came from card kits from Simon Says Stamp. Whenever I would get a card kit, you know, they always give you this awesome cardstock in the kit. But I kind of started collecting just the same colors, and so other colors that I needed I didn't have. So, and you know, as always, I'm on a budget, so I didn't want to order cardstock from Simon Says Stamp because you know, their cardstock is awesome, but it's not the cheapest, and it wouldn't have got to me when I needed it. So I just went by Michaels because I finally have a Michaels in my area. Yay! And got a pack of a multicolored pack. So now I'm gonna take my white piece, which is the 2.5 inches by, no, it's 2 inches by 5.5, and this is my shirt sleeve. So I'm gonna put some tape on the back of this, and I'm gonna put some glue as well. And I'm going to put it at maybe 1/4 of an inch up from the edge. I think that's about right. And I'm gonna do this one. But yeah, we have a Hobby Lobby in my area. We have a Joann's in my area, but we did not have a Michaels. So we now have a Michaels in the area. And I can't say that I like one any better than the other one because I try to stay out of those stores so I won't spend money that I don't have to spend in there. So because when I go in a store to buy things, I'm more impulsive, picking things up. Whereas most of my crafty shopping I do online, and so I'll build a cart, but then I'll wait, you know, make sure, do you really need that? So that's kind of a way that keeps me on my toes to kind of manage how much money I'm spending on craft supplies. So I try to stay out of craft stores like Michaels and Joann's. But I needed the cardstock and I needed it like yesterday, so I went in and I got a pack. Okay, so we have this is our suit. In case you didn't know, we're building a Father's Day card with a suit and a tie. So this is our suit, this is our shirt. It's like a shirt sleeve. And this is our tie. So the tie is gonna go here on both. So I need to trim the ties down. So I think I'm going to stick them on first and then trim them so I can be sure I don't trim too short, because I don't have a backup. I don't have backup ties. I just have these, and if I trim them too short, it's gonna be a mistake. It's gonna be bad. It'll be bad. because then I'll have to take the time to make more. And which it was very quick. I just went on Cricut Design Space and typed in tie because I was actually inspired by a card that I saw on there. And I was like, I'm gonna do my version of that card. So I just went on and loaded my paper to my mat. And I made the cut. So didn't take long. I just don't want to have to do it again, because I have other things to do today. But I have to sneak in making a card. I hope I have enough on there. So let's see. Yes. Okay, so that's good. I'm gonna let that sit there and stick for just a minute. I'm gonna take my base from my die cut, my Platinum 6, put a little weight on it, make sure it's down good, couple seconds, and then we'll pull it up and do the next one. But yeah, tell me in the comments below, do you guys make all your cards on time? Because Father's Day, like I said, caught me off guard. And then I have 3 cards to make next week as well. My daughter's birthday, my niece's birthday, and my nephew's birthday that passed. So I've been really bad with things like birthday cards, which I should have a ton of, but as quick as I make them, I send them out. And so when I get really busy and I don't have time to craft like I want to, I forget, and then I'm in a crunch to get cards made. Okay, so that's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop these off. That's dry. I guess I could use a paper cutter, but it still has a little bit of glue on it, so that needs to dry. I was looking for my X-Acto knife, but I cannot find it. Look, y'all, my organization is a mess. Because I get things. What do you guys do? Like, are your craft rooms neat and tidy, or are they messy? Because mine is neat and tidy until I start crafting, and then I make a huge mess, and then I don't clean it up, and when I go back to craft, I can't find what I'm looking for. So since I can't find my X-Acto knife, I'm gonna have to use the paper trimmer, and I just hope I don't get too much glue on the blade. Okay, see if we can do this without messing anything up. Okay, there's that. A nice clean cut. Let's do this one. Okay, nice clean cut. Hopefully no glue got on it. All right, so I'm gonna just save this piece because I can always use that for another card. Maybe I'll make a card that has the collar, and then I can use this piece. That'd be cool. Okay, I'm could definitely save that. Okay, so next thing is I have these little circles that I die cut, and they're gonna be the buttons, and they're gold, and the gold I'm using gold accents for both sets, because I think silver also would have looked good with the blue, but I didn't want to go through all that trouble. I don't think I have any silver cardstock, and I was already cutting the gold ones, so I just left it gold for both, because, and I use my die cutting machine instead of my Cricut, because when you die cut, you get the little, see the little indentations? I don't know if you guys can see, so like that, the die it makes when you're using a die versus when you're using a Cricut, you really don't get that, like the little scoring lines, I don't know what you call them. And I wanted it to have a little bit of, you know, dimension. So I use a die. Let me show you what I use real quick. I have the circle die set from Waffle Flower, the additional circle dies, and I used the one next to the smallest to do those. So gonna put our buttons on. And okay, so have our buttons on, and I have the little tie clip, the little tie pin. It's kind of long, but I'm gonna leave it long because I don't want to cut it, because again I use a die to do it, so I have like that little beveled edge or whatever on the ends, and I thought it looked really, really cute. And I used another Waffle Flower die for that, and that's the A7 layers die, and it's the smallest one in there. So with this, I'm gonna just glue it on. I don't know about glue. Maybe I can put some tape and raise it, like some let's see, some foam tape. What do I have that can give it just a little bit of dimension? I have this one, but I think that's gonna be too thick. Oh, this one might not be too thick. Let's see. Yeah, it might be. I think it is. I think it's too thick. Okay. I don't think I have anything. I'm gonna have to glue it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to glue it. I don't have any tape that's thin enough, so I guess I need to put that on my list of things to buy. No, I don't see any. I don't see anything that I could use. I thought I had some little pop-ups. Oh, look at there. I persevered and I found some. These I got from, where did I get those from? I think they came in a Simon Says stamp card kit. I think so. So I'm going to cut that off, and I'm gonna need another longer piece, so I'm gonna put this back on here. Can use it for something else. Is that too wide? Does it make it too wide? Does it show? It shows a little. Let's see. It shows just a little, but not enough for me not to use it. They're going to my husband and my dad, so they will grant me a little bit of grace. Now, if I was giving it to somebody who was not in my house, it would be perfect. And I wouldn't send it out with that showing. But okay, I need to trim that down. But you can actually barely see it, and my husband is not gonna complain. Okay. I'm gonna set it right there. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. Okay. Okay, Monique. All right. Let's put this one on. And I'm gonna trim that. And save that piece, and I'm gonna get another piece off of here. And I'm gonna get it real snug up on that first piece, so you can't see it, so it doesn't stick out. Get it on there real tight. Okay. Squeeze it on. I'm doing it like, if you're somewhere and there's like people already sitting down and you really, really want to sit there and there's really no room, like when you were a kid and there's really no room, but all your friends scoot really tight so you can squeeze in there. So you gotta squeeze that in there. It's like no daylight. Okay, I think it's good. So and this card can be good for like anything that's male related. Birthdays, anniversaries, anything like that. Oh yes, I'm loving the way it's coming together. That right there exceeded my expectations. Okay, so the next step is I stamped the sentiment that came from Simon Says Stamp. Which set is this? Brushed Flowers set, and it's the You're the Best, and I have the die to it as well. So I stamped it using my Catherine Pooler Something Borrowed. Sorry, I walked away. I stamped it using Something Borrowed from Catherine Pooler and using the Potting Saw ink from Wendy Vecchi. And that's only because I don't have a brown in Catherine Pooler, and I really need to go ahead and buy one because I've noticed lately that I need a brown and I don't have a brown. So I've been using Wendy Veggies, which is perfectly fine. Like, it's really good ink. But, you know, since I'm growing my Catherine Pooler collection, I might as well get, you know, a brown from Miss Catherine Pooler. So, going to glue down You're the Best. And I stamped this on 80-pound cardstock. And I could have used black, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to use black. I felt like black might have been too stark. Because I did stamp it out. See? And it would look fine. It looks good, but I didn't want to use black. So I went with the colored ink. I wanted to add a little bit of color. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Do you think the black ink would have been better? See, that's the black on the brown, and that's the black on the blue. So tell me in the comments which you prefer. I'm committed now. I've already glued them down, but you know, let me know next time I make one. I'll consider your recommendation. So the card is basically done, but I don't really have any gems that goes with this perfectly, but I felt the need to add a gem anyway. So we're gonna see what I have that is the closest. So the blue, I was wondering if I want to do something on the cufflinks. Oops, there we go. If I wanted to put a little gem on the cufflink, which is not bad looking. Or if I wanted to put a little gem on the tie pin, or if I wanted to put a gem on the both. Oh, that did not go down. Don't have enough glue on. Look at that. Did not put enough glue on my buttons, and it came off. Is that too much? It might be too much. I don't know. Tell me what you think. You think that's too much? Okay, let's take the gems off and just leave it on the tie pin. Yeah, I think putting them on the cufflinks are a little too much. So I'm gonna just do the tie pin. And I know that they're cufflinks with diamonds. Maybe if oh, okay, so the glue is there. I just didn't press it down. Oh. Okay. I didn't press it down hard enough for it to stick. I know that there are cufflinks that have diamonds in them, diamond studded cufflinks, you know, but I don't want to overdo it because these are guys, and well, these are my guys, and I don't know. I don't know. You don't know. Okay, so I don't have any clear gems anyway. So I think I might gonna have to just stick with putting them on the tie clip. So, oh, I like that. Because if I was to put them on the cufflinks, I think I would have want to use clear instead of colored ones. So I'm gonna just leave them on the tie clip like that, okay? And let's see, I'm gonna glue those down real quick, just a little dot right here. It don't want to come out, okay? And a dot here. Okay, and gonna let that dry. And you know what I should have done? I should have put those on my card base before I put the diamonds on, but it's all good. It's all good. So next, my card bases are here. So while that's drying, I didn't have any sentiment stamps for Father's Day, so I went on the internet and I found some really nice sayings and I modified them, and I printed them out on Nina Solar 80 pound, and I'm going to glue them inside my card base like that. So get my tape runner, and it's stuck again. Sorry about that. The only way I can get it unstuck, the tape runner, the only way I can get it unstuck is if I roll it on cardboard, something corrugated, and it starts back moving again. So I have a box over here that I roll it on whenever it gets stuck. So that's in there, and I'm gonna put this one in here. Okay. There it goes. And so now let's just have to put the card onto the base. Okay. And I like to decorate the inside of the card just a little. So let's see if I have any scraps that I can put in, and if not, then we just won't do it. Let's see if I can find something really quick. Okay, so for this one, do I want to do, I could do something like this. Oh, I like that. This was an extra that I had. That's just the scrapbook paper, and it's not the whole tie, and it's the whole tie, but it's not on the cardstock. It's flimsy, so I'm gonna cut that and put it there. I like that. Let's get a paper trimmer. So yeah, if you hear me moving around, a lot of noise behind you, it's because it's a mess. It's a mess back there. So I'm gonna cut it off at the red. Okay. This one is for, this one goes with this one. So I'm going to put some tape. Oops, too close to the edge. Okay. I like that. Okay. And I'm going to put it on the base. I'm gonna put the tape on the base. Okay. And gonna put some glue on it. Okay, and I'm gonna take some washi tape. Oh, come on. It's not happy with me. Wants to tear up. Okay. See if I can stay in frame. I know I have a bad habit. I need to adjust my camera setup just a little so I can always stay in frame, but somehow to do this. So I'm gonna take some washi tape and I'm gonna stick in here so I can close it. I should have did that before I put the glue on, the tape on, and the glue, but I didn't. So it just helps it stay closed while I'm working with this. Okay. I have a bad habit of putting my embellishments on before I get the card on the base. And it's not always the best thing. Okay, so I'm gonna set that there and sit this here for a minute. And what are we gonna do to the inside of this one? Because I don't have a top tie piece. But you know what? I have this. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna improvise here, and I'm going to trace. Where's my pencil? Oh, look, I found my pencil just from first time looking. Okay, so I'm gonna trace this tie neck, the neck of this tie. And I'm gonna cut. Will that work? That won't work. They're different. But I don't have any of that left. I didn't see that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, maybe I don't have any of this left. I can't use this because it doesn't match. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's see. Bear with me here, okay, guys? Bear with me. I might have a piece of scrap, but I've got to find it. Let's see. It might be in here. And if not, I think what I'll do is maybe I will use the gold. Maybe that'll work. Maybe I'll just take a piece and trim the bottom instead of no, we're gonna do the same thing. I know I keep changing my mind. I don't have this, but I do have a piece of this, so I'm just gonna use a piece of this and put that in there because it's brown. It'll work. Oops, lost my line. It'll work. Okay. Gonna fussy cut it out. And we don't have to worry about the pencil lines because we're going to use this side. And let's see. Gonna try something here. Let's see. Which way is this going? It's going this way. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Let's do that. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but we'll see in the end. Just making this up as I go. Let's see. Ooh. And that's not necessarily gonna work, but will that work? No, because they're going in separate directions. Again, they're all going in separate directions. Okay, so I can't really do it that way. So that's not gonna work, but see, this is making the video a little longer than I intended because I came up with, oh, what if I do this? And it wasn't a good thing. But I'm committed. I'm committed at this point. Okay. And all right, let's see what we're gonna do about that little piece there. All right. Okay. Well, I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it. Okay, so I don't know if this is gonna, if all of this is gonna stay in the video, but we shall see. Okay. So I need to do it like that. We shall see if it stays in or not. Stay straight. Okay. Cut this off. And I'm gonna cut this. And so that gives us the tie, the neck of the tie. And then I'm gonna come and hopefully I don't mess it up. And I'm gonna cut. Oh, did I just do that really? Did I just make a mess with the sequin? And I did. And we're gonna do that with the gold. I'll clean it up later. Okay, I like it. And gonna use some glue. Where are the tweezers when you need them? Somewhere in your pile of junk where you can't find them, Monique. That's where. Okay, I like it. So I'm gonna set it up under here so it can dry. And set that there. Clean this glue up. Okay. And I'm gonna put that there. With some glue. Like that. And I'm gonna put this here for about a minute, let it dry. And so this is what this card looked like. It's on the inside. And I really like that there. Still think I should put some on the cufflinks, but I don't know. I'm trying to restrain myself. Let's take one more look at that. And if I like it, then we'll do it. And I like it. I think I like it. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do it. I might regret it later, but right now I'm gonna do it. Okay. So that sits somewhere dry. Okay, that's done. Looks good. Now let's put our card on our base. Okay. Okay. Got it back rolling. Okay. And put this here. Okay. And let's sit it under there for about a minute. Let it dry. Okay, I like that. It's a quick, not as quick as it was supposed to be, but it was still quick. Okay, so let's find our gems. We're gonna put one here and let's get another one there. Okay. And we're gonna put a drop here and a drop here. So no. There we go. Okay. And we're done. So our cards for today. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? That's the outside of this one. And the inside. It's the outside of this one. And the inside. I'm happy with them. They were last minute. And I think I did a good job for last minute. Okay. Now let me clean up this mess. That's it. I'm done. That's my project for today. My Father's Day cards. I hope you guys enjoy the video. And if you are inspired, and if you are in a crunch, if you happen to catch this video the little while it goes up before Father's Day gets here, or if you want to are inspired by this to make a birthday, anniversary card, whatever, have at it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.